Operation Car Wash was a gigantic anti-corruption probe, potentially the largest ever in the democratic world, that began really by accident in 2014 when a money launderer got caught in a pretty trivial crime, laundering money through a local car wash in a mid-sized city called Curitiba, hence the name Operation Car Wash. And when they arrested him, he said to them, "You won't believe what I have. I'm not just a small-time money launderer. I actually am the fixer and the money launderer for the most powerful billionaires and politicians in this country, all of whom are deeply corrupt. And I'm willing to help you discover all of their dirty secrets in exchange for leniency for this crime that you just caught me engaging in." And it was at first kind of a moving story, because it is true, and everyone acknowledges, that Brazil, ever since it came out of its military dictatorship in 1985, has been run by systemic corruption. You know, in the US, we talk about corruption. A single congressman gets a bribe, you know, maybe a lobbyist doesn't file a right form. By systemic corruption, I mean no laws get passed without money going into the Swiss bank accounts of party leaders, of ministers. This is just how business is done. And the team of prosecutors that were assembled and the judge that was assigned to oversee the case were very young. They were in their mid to late 30s, early 40s at most, and they had been born into Brazilian democracy, not into the dictatorship, and took seriously the idea that we're supposed to be a country that operates under the rule of law. We're not this banana republic from the 1960s in the middle of the Cold War living under a military regime. And so this narrative was very attractive to the media, that, oh, these young crusading prosecutors want to clean up their country. And, you know, they began putting into prison, using this original kind of snitch, you know, billionaires and some of the most powerful people in the country. And of course, Brazilians, and really everybody, was kind of moved to see that. Like, oh, finally, instead of putting, you know, young black drug dealers from the favelas into jail, we're actually going to get the real criminals, the people who steal not by the, you know, $100 at a time, but by the hundreds of millions at a time.